Hey guys, hope everybody's doing well. Excuse my outfit right now. I actually just jetted from work to home to here to interview the man himself. Me and Thomas came to interview the man himself.
What's up, man? It's Oscar. Most of y'all know me by Oscar's Cuban Links. If you don't know me, now you know me. Follow the gram. That's really all I got. But yeah, how y'all doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
White,
Bro.
white chocolate.
I'm here. You know, it's been long awaited. I feel like we've been talking about this for a while.
Facts.
I'm proud of you guys, by the way. You know, you guys are doing your thing. Let me say that.
Thank you very much.
Definitely.
Appreciate that.
So, have you been feeling lately?
Lately, man, I ain't gonna hold you. I've been good. Life is good. Every day I thank God. Feel me? I can't complain about nothing.
Right. You could curse if you want to.
Right.
Yeah.
But, you know, I had to, come out real quick. But nothing, bro. Everything's great. Honestly, I just pray every day that God gives me more health, and my family health, and that's it, bro. That's because honestly, everything's been good.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Or you just come back from vacation.
yeah, like, you feel me? Life is
is good.
You came back. You came back from
so
vacation.
You gotta appreciate it while you can, cause shit get rough sometimes.
Right.
Wait, tell them where you went.
Hold that thought. You just came back from vacation.
Yeah, I went to Cancun, but not Cancun, Riviera Maya. So
Okay.
I've
never heard of that place
it was
before.
this place called Unico out there. That shit is
Oh my
beautiful,
gosh.
bro. Oh my, lovely.
So
Love.
how long were you there for? What you mainly? Oh, you were with your girl though, right?
Yeah.
So you did a couple things.
Yeah, it was a little vacation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No, I'm saying.
It was cool. It was a vibe. We was out there for like 5 days. It was short but sweet.
Yeah.
It was cool.
That's valid.
Yeah. What? That shit was. I wish it was more though. I ain't gonna hold you. A solid week would have been perfect. But
Yeah. That's always how it is.
we'll do that again. But
How long? I mean, how much trips have you been on? Are you the type of person to go on trips?
yeah, bro.
Yeah,
Thankfully,
he got a camera because he takes so many trips.
Yeah,
Yeah.
thankfully I've been blessed enough, bro, to travel a lot, and my parents have really been blessing me for a long time, and they take me on trips. But now that I'm older, I've been going on trips more that I've been working and shit. But for the most part, I just really with my parents, traveled in the Caribbean. We've never really went that abroad though. Like how some people travel to Europe.
Yeah. You've never went to Europe?
Nah. I do want to do that though.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, why are you saying it like that?
Yeah, I do want to do that, but it's it's those trips. I feel like you got to really plan out. A lot of people it depends on how you plan your trips.
Right.
But I just like to plan stuff out.
Right.
So
Or have like a good summary day by day type shit.
Yeah, or not even like an itinerary, but just
what do we got to do when we get out here?
Or we gotta have the B&B set. We gotta have the food ready.
Yeah.
Ready.
That's how it should be.
You know
I
what I'm
feel
saying?
like
A lot of people just take trips and it's very random.
they go with the air. Yeah. Like, you feel me? We just gonna get there.
And they just all right, when we here, we'll figure it out. And I could never do that.
I think that's
My anxiety probably get the best of me.
right. Yeah. I usually hesitate to go on trips because it's like, all right, so when I was a kid, my mom, well, she was a flight attendant till not too long ago, till COVID actually.
Oh, word.
So yeah, I would get free tickets everywhere, but it was like I had that,
Yeah.
So it wasn't really nothing to me. I wouldn't go places because I was lazy. Like my parents went to Paris before. Lazy.
You could have gone.
I've been to Costa Rica.
I remember you telling me something like that.
Yeah.
Like your parents, cause he's asked me about trips and stuff, and I'm like, bro, go with your parents.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm like, all right.
That's funny.
I remember asking you about that. I'm not gonna lie, cause your parents, you have told me that your parents do, take trips and stuff. But
yeah.
And I have friends like that their parents travel and then they'll sometimes stay because it's not really it doesn't really call their attention, I guess.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a lot of places I definitely want to go, especially now that I'm older and I could see, the benefit that I had.
Yeah.
It's like there's a lot of places I want to go, but it'll have to get done at a different time. I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, everything also comes with a time.
Yeah.
That's what I say to everybody that, like, wants to travel, but of course, it's, either outside of their means or they just not really focused on that right now.
Right.
Everything comes with a time, man. Like, and everybody also has their own, like, path and what they want to do. Like, right now, at my young age, I'm just trying to work, stack up this bread, and just travel.
So what do you do for work?
It's a family business. We own a meat distributing warehouse.
I was gonna ask.
Can you say the name or not?
Yeah, of course. It's Hernandez Beef. If y'all ever want to come by, we sell wholesale though, so it's by a lot. It's like
supermarkets.
Supermarket will sell you like more pound, like by like single loaded pound.
Yeah.
We sell you guys like wholesale, so it'll be like boxes, like, you know what I'm saying, like more like a bigger quantity.
Oh, so do you guys distribute to like markets and stuff like that?
We're the ones that distribute to the supermarkets, the restaurants.
Wow.
But mainly just in Jersey though.
Yeah.
That's really just the only areas we go to.
Yeah.
But there's, a lot of, especially in this area, we're heavily influenced by the Spanish community.
Yeah,
so
of course.
There's a lot of bodegas, a lot of, Spanish-owned supermarkets.
Yeah.
One of the infamous ones that a lot of people know is the Twin City.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's one of the people. Those are one of the people that,
You know what's crazy? Speaking of like markets, the other day.
That's just something. Real quick, sorry to cut you off, but that's just like a family-owned business that's just been like going on for years. We could get into that, but
that's what I was gonna lead to.
We could get into that, but like basically, it started off with one of my dad's uncles. Dad's uncle sold it to some Dominican guy named Raymond. He basically owns it for a while.
He still owns it or no? You guys own it?
He then after like I think it was 2012, 2013, my father bought it. And
he's like owns 100%.
Yeah. And ever since then, we've been, but my dad has been working there before he was owning, like probably almost 40 years now.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, he's been working there since 16 years old. And he's 49, about to be 50 in May.
Oh, so he did his time.
So it was already a family business,
bro. Yeah.
So it was already family business.
It was a family business.
Then it got sold
off, not family business.
But he still continued working.
But he still continued working there because he didn't have nowhere else to go. And so he was like, I'm gonna ride it out with this guy. Let's see how it goes. And my dad said it was tough a lot of times, and it was not the easiest road, but in the end, he said it was definitely worth it. But it took some time.
Yeah. Of course.
But, that's why I'm very thankful and blessed to, like, be where I'm at. And, thankfully, my parents are already, like, integrating me and my brother to try to already, run things at a faster pace that they ever did.
Yeah.
So, and it's because also me and my brother have been there since kids. Like, we've been in that business every summer working there. Bro, like, a lot of people don't even know that, but we just be in there summertime working, and after we work, we go outside, play basketball or whatever, like, kid shit. But like, we'd always be there, always. Damn. It was kind of like we always like it was like I don't know, like we just always knew we were gonna like end up
owning it
or doing something with that.
How did you guys? Well, you said your dad became the owner again in 2012, right?
Yeah.
How did he manage to do that?
Not again, but he became the owner then.
Right, that's what I meant.
Basically, my dad was a partner. For years, he started off working, He was, a regular truck driver, but then he became an, like, office associate, like, kind of. Mm-hmm. So, like, the person that, is a partner to, like, the, like, kind of manager, per se, in a way.
But he had a little bit of ownership at that point, or not?
Yeah, he had a partnership, but it was a 70-30.
He was a minority.
So yeah, so it wasn't it wasn't really like much his, but he still had a part in it.
Yeah.
But
right.
2012 comes, the guy's like, look, I want to sell it, want to move to DR, and that's what he did. And my dad was like, he trusted my dad with it because like that was the only guy he could really see like really ever like taking care of it like how he did in a way.
Yeah.
And like, you know, really passionate for something. Cause like my dad didn't look at it like, oh, that's that guy's business. Like, nah, that's Hernandez beef. And that name always stayed there. So that's like our, like, you know, our
Right.
stuff. And so like, you know, he, you know, always took pride in that and like always wanted that back. And he said like always he didn't know how, but he was just gonna own it one day. But yeah, that's really how he kind of got it. And
yeah.
really
So how involved are you? You said you and your brother?
yeah, we're like, well, right now,
What about your little brother? Like
My
your
little
youngest one?
brother-
Is he gonna eventually join us helping?
I really don't know because my little brother's the brains. I'm not gonna hold you. He's really smart, straight A student, not like me and my brother. My middle brother, Osley, he always, you know, he did good in school, but he hated school because he just hated school. But
Facts.
But-
We were trying to get him with you
yeah,
on
but
this one.
he did good in school though. Like he just hated that shit. But me, I not that I hated school, but I hated like homework. I hated, you know,
Yeah.
all that extra
All the
stuff.
yeah, I know what you mean.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? And all the teachers might be like extra stuff. That's work. But like, trust me, I'm more of a physical guy.
Yeah.
That sounds a little crazy.
No, yeah. What
But,
type
like,
of
no, I mean like physical work.
yeah.
Like I like to carry boxes, and people might be like, oh, why do you like to do that? Not like to, but I prefer doing that than like, you know,
Yeah.
written stuff and all that stuff because I'm more of a I
Like
I
hands
work,
on?
yeah, I work very quickly and efficiently that way.
Right.
And that's all about what it is. I remember Mr. Randall.
Yeah.
I remember Mr. Randall. He was the one person that always told me that because I used to tell him, you know, I want to go to college, but I really
Our biology teacher, by the way,
Sorry.
for those that don't know.
yes.
What was it, sophomore and senior?
Sophomore
Yeah.
senior year. Shouts out to Mr. Randall. He told me, you know, because I would tell him like I don't really know if I'm gonna try college, but I don't know how it's gonna work out. And he was like, you know, at the end of the day, do whatever you feel like you're most comfortable and best at. And like that, ever since then, I've been doing what I've been most comfortable and best at, and it's been going really well for me.
Right. And
And of course, you know, you got to put the work in too.
yeah, definitely.
That's bottom line. But
That's facts. Do you work with him a lot? Like your dad's business?
yeah,
Like every day?
every single day. Not Monday through Sunday, but it's Monday through Fridays. And
Right.
every single day from Monday through Thursday, 6 a.m. And then we start at 6 a.m. And then Fridays we start at 5 a.m.
Wow.
We start at 5 a.m. So, you know, we got
You wake up like
4:30.
How long do you take to get
But thankfully, I live close to the, you know, so, you know, it's not really that far of a drive, but still got to be up early. But
ready? Facts. How long do you usually take? But, you know,
what's the
like-
morning routine like for you?
where
morning routine, getting up, well, usually
Yeah, day in the life.
since I wake up early, bro, I make sure, like, you know, I shower up the night before. Cause I don't got time to be doing that in the morning. I'm tired as fuck. I'm not a morning person.
right.
I am not, and it's crazy cause like, you know, doing this job for now like almost like a solid year and a half, almost 2 years. I'm already like my body's already adjusting to waking up early.
Right.
That's good.
Yeah, it's like I was on vacation, waking up at 7 in the morning, seeing the sunrise already, and I'm like, wow. This is crazy. So
I feel like I was like that too.
This is how long the days are.
Yeah.
And the days are way longer.
Yeah, you really make your 24 hours when you wake up early.
Yeah.
But yeah,
facts.
that's really. But anything.
Nah, yeah. Back to what you were saying about school.
Yeah, let's talk on that.
I feel like it doesn't fit. I feel like it really just doesn't fit with some people because of the type of the type of learners they are.
Yeah.
When do you think you learn your best, or when in what environment? Because, you know, there's people that learn off feel.
Nah,
like
I already
touch.
I already know what you're
You
asking.
know what I'm going for.
You know, it's crazy you're asking me that because I'm a very hands-on learner, visual learner as well.
Okay.
Visual learner for sure. Bro, this is the most dumbest stuff ever, but this is how it kind of explains how I'm a visual learner.
Yeah.
from a young age, even from riding bicycles, I would just see people do it.
Right.
And I got my bike and do it.
Yeah.
I'm just like that. If I paid attention enough in class and see what the teacher's doing, I'd get it.
I'm gonna look up the different types of learners.
But yeah, because there's a couple.
I'm gonna say which one I am.
But you know, like stuff like that.
So like science projects and shit, and like in class and shit, like labs.
Like visual.
That shit was always fun though.
Yeah, that shit is always, you know. Yeah, I'm definitely more of a visual learner in the sense that anything, if I just see it, I pick up on it quickly. Not gonna become the best at it, of course, but I could, you know,
Nah, but you catch on.
Yeah.
Yo,
So,
also
definitely.
I just found them. There's visual learners, oral, which is like through auditory, like music maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Verbal, which is language. Physical. There's hella different types. Logical, social, and solitary. I think I'm a solitary learner.
what does that mean?
Like you learn best by yourself when
you teach yourself.
Yeah, when you're not around others and you're in a space to like. I learn best when I'm
like that
in my own space. Like
yeah, I definitely know people like that.
Like, cause I learn when I'm around people,
Mm-hmm.
but like when I'm alone, I take it all in, kinda. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm walking through the park, I'll learn more from that than anything else, cause I'm with myself. You know, I'm giving.
I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
There's people that you could tell, or it's just like people you could tell them how to do something a million ways, but until they finally see how to do it, till they finally learn how to do it, and they like, you know, understand it themselves.
That's really me. Yeah. I could be a little hard-headed.
Yeah, and there's a lot of people I know personally that are like that, and that's just like, you know, that's just how you learn stuff. But
I was gonna ask you,
pick it up.
Back to your business with your family. So what are some things you and your brother, or at least you want to do to expand the business when it's like your time? Like, you have any ideas? Like, do you want to make it like, oh fuck it, let's try to go to New York, or let's try to go to Pennsylvania?
As of right now, I definitely want to, like, you know,
like, what are some things you see that you feel like we could do better?
Definitely, we could we could definitely sell to more people in Jersey just alone. There's always more clients, and there's always, like, you know, a lot of new supermarkets, because supermarkets are something that people always try to, like, you know, try to own every day. Supermarkets, liquor stores, and restaurants.
Yeah.
That's like a lot of people's go-to to when they start up a business. And so, you know, there's a lot of clients out there, and we just, you know, obviously now that with my brother, because, you know, my dad's almost about to be 50 years old. He doesn't have the same drive as me and my brother might have.
Right.
But, you know, he did his time already. So, you know, it's kind of now up to us to start, you know, looking for that. And that's kind of one way I see it. You know, eventually.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, tell me.
Looking for what, did you say?
What you mean?
Like, I got lost. I'm sorry.
I said, anyways.
he was saying like his dad might not have the same drive he used to have, because like he already did his time, and him and his brother are younger, so they're like learning.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and like honestly, like anybody that knows me, I've never been the guy to like really been like driven to be in school or anything. I was like, I got by. I was like, you know, I just literally got by. But like with this, like it's something like different. Like it's like when you have something that you really have a passion for.
Yeah.
And not that I have a passion for necessarily the business per se, but I do have a passion of making money in entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I do want to, like, you know, eventually broaden my horizons and, like, you know, own properties one day and all that, and, you know, have this as my stepping stool to make more money.
Yeah.
That's how the rich stay rich. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
That you gotta
get a step like
you get something that you already have that's stable, and you keep growing that. But
where do you feel like you figured out that you wanted to be something along the lines like of an entrepreneur, picking up from where your dad was? It like seeing your dad, like, damn, like you could really do this, like You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like working hard, doing your own thing, you could really do it.
Like,
Was
when did it hit you?
Yeah.
You know how everybody has like little secret superpowers, and it's like it doesn't necessarily mean you have a real superpower.
Everybody's a little good at
everybody's
something.
a little good at something. I've always been good at getting myself out of situations, thankfully. Like, you know, maneuvering out of and in business, that's very good, because you know there's times that, you know, a client might be mad or something, and you know, because of your charisma and your character,
you could lift yourself out of any situation.
Any situation.
Yeah, like,
and that's something I got from my dad, I believe, because like he's like that, and I'm the same way, and that's something that really like definitely is probably,
it's a good business characteristic.
I would think so. Like, I don't know, like I'm gonna try it, but
you're right, and you can't go wrong. You know what I'm saying? You guys did all that work to get there, and things like history repeats itself.
Yeah, that's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
I was gonna say something.
What was it like when you were mad young, working in like the summers with your dad?
Oh, when I was, that shit it was honestly, I'm not gonna say it was rough, because thankfully my dad, when we were younger, he you know, he wasn't that tough on us. Yeah. Because we were young, and those boxes are like, some of them are 90 pounds. But like, he'd tell us, like, he'd give us work ethic. Like, he'd like, you know, be like, all right, go downstairs and help this guy out. And go downstairs, pick up the garbage from here. Shit like this. Stuff that, you know, made us do stuff, and like made us not just sit around and be on our ass, and like, that's really it.
Did your dad whoop you with a belt? What do you think about parents whooping their kids with belts?
Oh, that's actually a great question, because that's a good question, because my father, thankfully, never hit me.
Really?
Never. And my father is and some people probably like, he need his ass whooped, but like, no, like, that's not the answer to everything, man.
Nah, you're pretty respectful in business.
Yeah, like, you don't need to like.
I just got reminded of what I was gonna say, but I'm gonna hold it.
You basically, he always taught, like, you know, he always told me that you just, as long as you know, stay true, be all right.
Right. Now, what I was gonna say,
I kind of like, I just wanted to come myself up to it.
It was it was in reference to when you were saying you could get yourself out of anything with the right charisma and everything like that. Yeah. I actually got caught running a red light the other day. The cops stopped me.
I got pulled over the other day for speeding. Yeah. We don't talk about that.
The cop stops me. I'm like, I roll the windows down. I'm like, hey, sir, how you doing? You know.
Yeah. I know the voice.
He was fucking with me. Like, what?
Yo, cops fuck with Darian.
Yeah, I've really never... Because I've always gotten lucky with cops.
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. Darian doesn't have, like, as long as Darian isn't an asshole, he's like, if you, like, obviously if you're not an asshole yourself, like, you don't look like a mean guy. Like, you don't look like, that's what I mean.
It's how you carry yourself.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like, you know, anybody could be mean, and as soon as they start opening their mouth and they start sounding, you know, nasty, but
word, stupid.
Exactly. But that's honestly. But
back so he just let you
go? You were gonna say about you.
Oh,
no, he didn't let me go. Actually, I'm sorry. He told me he could have, like, gave me 2 points and blah blah blah, but he just gave me a ticket that was like $55, and then he, like, smiled at me. He's like, "All right, I'm gonna be honest. Break room. You can only hear this here." My car smelled like weed. And there was, like, little weed crumbs in the right where he was at, the side he was at. He's like, "And your car smells like weed. It's illegal, but just don't get caught driving with it, okay?" And then he, like, smiled at me. I'm like, "Yeah, definitely, sir." He was fucking with me.
Nah, my situation with the speeding was going down to 109. I was going 70, 50. It's not even that bad.
Right.
But, you know.
That's not bad at all, actually.
It is speeding.
It's nothing crazy.
It is nothing crazy, but it is speeding in a sense, and he could, you know, ticket me for that. So he pulls me over, And, you know, I do the Darian, you know, hello, officer, how are you? You know, how can I help you? And, you
It's
know,
easier for you. He sees you in a nice car. What?
Yeah. And then I just kind of gave him the rundown. You know, I'm out, like, you know, I'm just in the drive of my parents' car, you know, and nothing crazy. You know? and then they like kind of like, they're like, you know, they kind of let you off because they already know the vibes. He was kind of pushing it, but
Yeah, he was.
who wouldn't? It's a
Yeah.
young kid. You know, I'm not gonna be too hard on him, but it's all about honestly how you approach the officer.
Yeah.
Not gonna get too much into that because
Yeah.
you know that's like it could be very political nowadays.
Yeah.
But
Do you Nah, but yeah,
it could be. It's something that people are like, no, it doesn't matter how you talk to them. There's still some that, which is true.
I feel like people definitely have bad luck. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But
I'm not gonna hold you, of course.
I feel like police officers are like, for the most part, not assholes, but like you're doing something wrong. There's a reason.
There's
to stop you.
there's some
that are.
The thing is that there's some that are, and no matter how nice you are, they're still gonna be an asshole to you.
yeah,
But
And they're
there's
like, they
assholes
don't give a
everywhere.
fuck. And that you just gotta hold your composure. And you
Yeah.
just gotta keep. And that's where people get a little offended. They're like, you know, I came nice at you. Why are you being so disrespectful to me? But you gotta understand at the end of the day, like,
It's their
think
job.
about the bigger picture. You
Yeah.
think about that moment. In 30 minutes, you're not even gonna be there.
yeah. There's a lot of pride involved in it.
Yeah,
Like,
man, a lot.
You really. I've been saying this a lot lately.
Now, there's a lot of
about,
situations, of course, where, you know, cops also do unlawful, like, justice.
Out of
They're like-
hand,
yeah.
yeah.
And they start, you know, start people getting out their car for no
Yeah.
reason and all that stuff. And that's a different topic.
Yeah.
I'm just, you know, necessarily talking on the like the people that, you know, they start getting a little like loud with, you know, a cop, and then that just really gives them a reason to just start, you know,
Facts.
arresting you, literally right there, because they feel threatened, so they could start arresting you.
Right.
That's
And
why you know, just that's the only reason why you always got to keep your cool.
Yeah, definitely. Like I've been saying a lot lately, that conforming to something isn't always letting it control you necessarily. It's just letting it do its thing. You know what I'm saying? Like water, let it flow through you.
Yeah.
Almost. But people are too blinded by like ego and shit. You know, when you have somebody talking away to you, your feelings get in the way of it, so you don't really think, what's this person's problem? You know what I'm saying? Because you're not the problem.
Definitely have to pick your battle.
If a person comes with bad energy, you're never the problem. Like,
Yeah.
that's their problem in reality.
Yeah, no, for real. And that's why you can't stoop down to their level, because it's very easy to be like, oh, this person's being nasty, I'm gonna be nasty with them.
Right. Yeah. Like, for what?
Yeah, very easy to just stoop down to that person's level.
Yeah.
And I've caught myself a couple times being like, oh, I'ma just, you know, that person's treating me that way, I'ma treat them that way.
We all did.
And it's like, in the end, it never ever really works out
It
in your
doesn't
favor.
do anything.
It
Yeah.
doesn't do anything. I've noticed that a person still, if anything, they're just gonna be more like rebellious towards you. They're gonna be more like just they're just gonna feel more angry towards you in that sense, because that's just how people are. They don't understand that, they don't see, that person's mad at me.
They don't really think about the
Yeah.
bigger picture.
Yeah, they're
you
like,
said.
why is this person they just look at it like, why is this person treating me? Have you ever thought, I'm treating you like this because this is how you treat
Right.
me?
Word. I know it's like
But
fighting
people
fire
will
with
never
fire.
Yeah, and that's why fighting fire with fire will never work. You gotta
Right.
always be the bigger person, and as long as you're the bigger person,
You can't
you
be
know,
burned.
And I started learning like this, like, you know, that was one of my New Year's resolutions.
Mm-hmm.
Start being like more patient, and start being like, you know, not so conflictive and combative.
Right. Yeah. Hostile. Like nobody's out to get you, bro.
Yeah, like and
You know what I'm saying?
and not only that, but just so like I would always like just feel so like even if somebody is feeling some type of way, even if people, because I feel like I have a sense of knowing when people have a secret animosity towards me.
I was actually gonna ask you, do you feel like anybody's ever been jealous or?
Oh
you know,
yeah, definitely, bro.
carried animosity towards you?
100%. And that's not even me being big headed or cocky.
Nah.
It's not. It's just envy is if you're, you know, you could easily be blind to it.
Yeah.
But it's right there in front of your face sometimes.
Yeah.
It's right there in front of your face. And you could easily be like, and it goes from family members down to
Anybody.
anybody,
And it
bro.
could be for the smallest,
for the slightest things,
Yeah.
bro.
Word.
But you know,
Like you drive a nice car,
But-
but there's like bunch of people that are like,
you know,
oh, this and that. But then at the end of the day, if someone were to give me, my parents were to give me a nice car, you think I'm gonna say no?
Yeah, word.
The fuck?
It's jealousy because
bro, a lot of people just got to put yourself in, somebody's position, somebody's shoes.
right.
That's it. And
Like
and people always like, they like to use that saying with like everybody else, but they don't ever use it themselves. Like
and people like to look at
they just
people like to see the product, but they don't imagine
yeah.
like they don't imagine the 40 years that your dad
I was
put
gonna,
in.
I was gonna make a tweet about that today. I was like, all people. I stopped, caring about I stopped wanting to show off the work or whatever the case may be, because all people ever care about is the product, like
Yeah.
the ending results. That's all people ever care about.
Yeah.
Whether it's you in the gym, whether it's you working, whether it's you building your car, whether it's people don't give a fuck when you're doing with like your work.
Mm-hmm.
People don't care if y'all buy y'all setup, y'all equipment.
Yeah.
They only care once y'all at 100K subscribers.
Right.
That's true.
And they only care once y'all
Or you get that big person. It's
Yeah.
and that's why I be saying like envy is written right there, because you be peeping the people that support you when like y'all grinding,
Yeah.
and then you peep the people that support you when y'all up, but have been watching y'all grind and have never said nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of
what I'm
people. A lot of people don't follow. They watch though.
A lot of people don't follow, but they watch, and it's all, that's how life is though in general.
Right.
'Cause, you know how many people, celebrities down to fucking athletes, they're watched every day and they're criticized every day, but they're still getting paid the big bucks.
Right.
So
Yeah, I heard you say something fire one time. I think you said like, we don't show money, we show what money can do.
Oh yeah. We don't, bro. I don't like showing money. I don't ever flex money. Number one, because that's how you get robbed. Number one, biggest number one. You could get robbed regardless, but that's how you get robbed big time.
Yeah.
And number two, I just always thought that's a little like ignorant in a sense, because like nobody really cares. People know you got money.
Yeah.
People know you, and I could say this because like I know, like
That's
I
how
could
you
tell,
look at it.
I could tell if somebody got money because it's very easy. You just look at the lifestyle per se.
Yeah.
You don't look at what they're just holding, because anybody could have 20 bands.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody could take a picture with 30 bands, but it doesn't mean that they rich.
It doesn't.
It doesn't mean that they actually got it like that. But that's just that's just the whole depiction of social media nowadays and all that, and so that's something else too.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
I was
how-
actually gonna say something about
How social media, definitely influences people to think that something's a way that it's not.
Yeah.
And Instagram is just for the highlights.
Yeah. Right.
It is.
I
I'm
feel
not
like it
gonna lie.
kind of.
I don't really like to post my life no more, and I don't really post as much on Instagram, because like number one, I started realizing, people really don't care.
They don't.
And it's like that's the hard truth, and it's okay. Like
It is okay.
Yeah.
You just gotta care.
you just
about
gotta
yourself.
care about yourself, and as soon as you start caring about yourself, bro, that's when like you be good and you start doing shit for yourself, and you start
Everything turns golden. Like,
golden, bro.
Your
because
perspective on things.
bro, for a while, like all through high school, a little bit after high school, I just noticed like, bro, people really don't care. Like I said earlier, people don't care about your grind. People don't care about nothing. And even when you are like successful, people just watch your story, and people just like they just view from afar. They don't care. So
Right.
why? So it's like at the end of the day, it's no like, you just really gotta do shit for yourself.
Yeah.
You have to. So, cause at the end of the day, that's why it's like people always say, bottom line, you gotta do what makes you happy, because
Yeah.
Like what Mr. Randall said, whatever you're comfortable and happy with.
you gotta do what makes you happy. Cause at the end of the day, bro, people just don't care. That's just like.
Do you feel
It's
like
like I feel it because sometimes I don't care.
right? Yeah.
Everybody's like that. It's not making me say like I care.
We're human
Or
beings.
like we're human beings. A natural human being doesn't give like two shits about what another person is doing.
Yeah.
But that's just how it is. And you think, oh, I'm gonna post this. As you're younger, I'm gonna post this kind of like, and that's just me being honest. And anybody that sits here and say that they don't do this is a cap. At one point, everybody has posted something to try to like
and worried
get an
about
approval.
how much people would see it.
Get an approval in a way.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. I saw Jay-Z say this one thing.
Everybody, and it doesn't matter who you are. Everybody at some point. And that's just me being real.
Right.
Like you always seek for approval as a human being. You seek for that approval, for whether it's from your homies, whether it's from some group of people, community.
I mean, we look
matter.
for approval. That's like Jay-Z said. He was like, if you're an artist and you're making money, you're looking for some type of approval, Because if not, you'd be on the fucking street just making this music for free. And the end goal is we're not doing this shit for free. At the end of the day, like we might not make big bucks now, but at the end of the day, right? That'd be kind of the goal, right?
Right.
You need some type of approval, fan base or something.
Yeah, it's important. We need that as humans to be acknowledged by one another.
Yo, I want to get back to the question of where Thomas was talking about was it Thomas or Darian that brought up the hitting the kids or whatever?
Yeah. Oh, we didn't even answer that question.
We got into that, but then we kind of got into the
sidetrack.
All right, we got sidetracked.
It happens at the break room.
Bro, that's a topic that's very sensitive in today's day and age because people don't like. I'm not gonna hold you. People don't lay their hands on kids at all anymore.
Yeah.
Because they're also very, inflicted about what the media says and about what like people around them are saying. And
no,
what
you didn't whip him with a belt.
Yeah.
That's physical assault.
Yeah. That's why I'm like thankfully my parents never, but my parents definitely have like checked me before. Definitely have like, my dad has definitely, smacked me upside my head.
Yeah.
But my dad has never given me no whooping. Like, you know how some parents, they give whoopings and like, they, definitely like, discipline their kids that way.
Right.
But my parents weren't really like that. My parents were more like of a disappointment. I feel like,
Like you don't want to disappoint them?
Yeah. And that's what I feel like, that's a great technique. To use on your kids because when you're a kid, your parents are your everything. So like for a lot of kids, especially if you have good parents, for the most part, like you have parents that love you or so whatever the case may be, parents that are there for you most of the time, you're gonna look up to them.
And you have both.
Yeah, thankfully, bro, very blessed for that. And you're gonna look up to them. Yeah. And so you don't want to disappoint them, and you don't want to make them mad. You don't want to. And that's why, that's where the whole, it
hits different when you disappoint your parents.
It hits different when you hear, they could be mad at you, okay, but when they tell you, you really broke my heart, you, disappointed, that shit, it hurts different.
Yeah.
You feel like a loser.
Breaks your heart.
Damn.
You're like,
I'm such a lame.
Right.
Yeah, I'm a fucking goofy.
But that's, sometimes parents also do gas it, and they're a little manipulative.
Yeah.
We could get into that
Definitely.
too.
A Spanish parent.
We could also get into that. That's why I was like,
you're Spanish?
He's Cuban.
Bro,
I know this, but I wanted people to hear where you were
from. Yo, my boy. And what are you? I know you Dominican and what?
Trinidadian.
Trini. Yeah.
Trini.
Fuck with my Trinis.
Hey, yo.
Yo, but
that's hilarious.
For real though. Yeah, I'm Cuban. Both of my parents are Cuban. 100% Cuban. Was born here though, so
you're first generation in America.
Yeah, like the people like to call it out there in Cuba, say un gringo.
Yeah,
I'm a gringo too.
But it's all good, you know what I'm saying? I speak 2 languages, so fuck what they talking about.
Fact.
But yeah, I'm Spanish, so in the Spanish community, we have manipulative parents in a sense, so sometimes they gas it and they'll gas their disappointment sometimes. Yeah, but I'm definitely gonna not, my parents weren't ever manipulative in a sense.
Crazy toxic.
Yeah, there's some parents out there that are toxic and they think that by just, manipulating their child to fucking
feel guilty.
Yeah, to feel guilty is the key, but that's not necessarily always it.
Yeah.
It's just more so like, you know, when he really did some fuck shit, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And kids do some bullshit, because I look back sometimes, I'm like, what the fuck did I just do?
Yeah.
Like, what did I do then? Like,
Right.
like, that's so stupid. Like, and that's, everybody has gone through that. And so,
Nah,
definitely.
Yeah. I mean,
You gotta put your hand on the stove.
the first thing I remember when you say that sentence right now, like, what did I just do, when I look back?
Yeah.
The first thing I could remember as a kid, just like unnecessary.
Mhm.
I had just started watching porn.
Okay.
I just started watching porn, and you know how it is.
Wait, like you just started?
Like, I had just got into it.
Oh, you're talking when?
People start talking about it at school. Like,
Okay.
yo, you don't watch porn, bro? What the fuck? And,
How old are you? What grade? Do you know?
maybe seventh. Yeah,
I was like in 5th or 6th.
maybe 6, 7.
thought-
I don't know. Where I'm from.
it was 7. I'm even gonna hold you. It was 7.
Yeah, in my town,
7.
we grew up a little later, honestly.
Nah,
In your
than-
town?
than in Elizabeth.
Elizabeth was
Roosevelt
early,
Park.
but nah, for me it was like 7th.
Yeah. So I was into porn and stuff, and I had a smaller phone. My dad had a tablet. They weren't home,
That shit doesn't
I
sound.
already know.
so
where this
I'm
is
like,
gonna
I
go.
want the biggest like screen I could get.
Yeah, I mean, we've always been in that stage. We
And
want
I'm-
to see that shit on a
Fucking
on a-
plasma
on
TV.
a movie screen.
Yeah, like I'm
Why? Like,
Yeah.
what is
Word.
like
what
I'm
is
in.
the what is the like infatuation of
Bro.
a child doing that? Like, we've always like, I don't get that.
How did the
bro.
see like
Bro.
titties and pussy like bigger?
Yeah.
And I'm saying I'm up front with it too.
Yeah.
Like, they're not there, so I'm on the couch in the living room, just, you know what I'm saying, legs spread out, my dad's
Oh.
tablet,
God.
and then they come in fast as hell. I run to the bathroom. He sees me running to the bathroom.
Am I naked?
He's like, nah. I put my pants on. I'm going to the bathroom with his tablet. Though.
Oh.
He's like, what are you doing? Like, why are you running away? Come in. And then he grabs the tablet, bro.
Wait, you didn't get in there yet?
Yeah.
Nah, he
Like,
saw
you were-
me running. He
And then he
saw
stopped
me
you?
running. Yeah. It was
Caught
just
you right there. He
I
was
wasn't
like,
fast
yo,
enough.
chill.
I would have just been like, fuck you. I'm
Yeah.
still going to the back.
I had never
locked the door.
like him
Like,
going
huh?
bro, him going like through the door, it never happened that fast as that day. I swear. Like, he just I heard his
Yeah.
steps, and then he was like, boom, inside. I'm like, he's like,
Like-
where you going? Like, it all happened in slow motion.
Wait, so what happened? What happened after? What happened after?
Bro,
That
I
is
got
funny as
so
hell.
in trouble. Like, he was
Yeah.
bothered about me being like, first of all, this is the first time he finds out I watch porn.
Yeah, so it's a little like
And then I'm
Like-
doing it on his tablet.
That's
a little
disrespectful.
Yo,
Yeah.
You gotta think about how traumatizing that is to a parent.
Yeah.
Like we
She.
Yeah. And I was really, really, really curious at that age.
Like, oh
so
shit, now I gotta have to
so
talk
it
about this
happened
kid.
to be like a very specific search. Like,
Yeah.
I actually looked up Indian porn. Like, I'm dead ass. I actually looked up Indian porn.
No, you said no,
Yeah.
really?
And he just sees that like Indian
Why?
porn.
Where'd you get that from?
I don't know, bro. I saw it as a category on some website. I was like, I was like,
Hey,
You gotta try. You feel me?
ain't
Dead.
a real one if you ain't ever watched Indian porn.
I've never
You
watched
ain't
that shit.
niggas wasn't there.
Yo,
Yo, you different.
Facts.
Nah, but
That's-
hey, it was little. You know, my man's was curious.
You won
Yeah,
a one,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
You definitely won a one for that.
Have you guys ever gotten caught by your parents doing
Nah,
some wild
bro.
shit?
Thankfully,
Really?
yeah, bro. Thankfully,
Yeah, I don't think.
no,
Never?
no.
I feel like maybe.
But
they,
I do want to talk about the porn situation and how that affects today's society.
Okay.
That's a little bit of a topic that isn't
Yeah.
really spoken on.
He's game mode.
But like basically today's society, bro, creates false realizations
yeah.
and it affects them in sexuality.
Right. Yeah.
If you know what I mean, like sexually it affects them. Meaning sometimes people depict things that aren't really realistic and they won't get naturally aroused for things that are a natural form of romance.
Right. Do you feel like porn the
reason why I speak on that is because
you're a victim.
When I started dating my girlfriend, I was single, you know, watching porn, but over time I stopped.
Yeah.
And bro, if you're in a relationship, don't watch porn.
Right. Why do you say that?
It's like, I don't know, you just feel more sexually attracted to your partner. You don't really depict other imaginations of other
I get
women
that.
per se. I'm not gonna lie and say I just stopped completely. It's like
your eyes are more set on your partner.
But like,
Word. I feel you. I've been there.
You definitely gotta cut it out because like that shit is like it's something that actually is a study that it ruins a lot of marriages nowadays.
Right.
And because, you know, men cheat and they go on and why do you think women don't cheat like that? Like, yes, they cheat. I'm not gonna say, but it's still the majority.
Like there's women don't
masturbate as much as men do.
Yeah, there's not
women
as much
do
women.
there's gonna be the women. Oh, I do. Yeah, you. But I'm talking about the majority.
I've met
the majority.
Women, I've met women that like said it felt weird.
So and they're like, you know, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like it.
Right.
Then they're like, and some girls only get aroused by sexual intercourse.
Yeah.
And they only orgasm by sexual intercourse. So that's why like some girls don't watch porn, and that's why some girls like. That's why they don't ever cheat, and that's why when they fall in love with some good dudes, they're like this with them, and it's usually the guy that fucks it up or something.
Yeah.
And that's why, bro.
Damn.
You like, it's honestly all of this is a theory, of course, but
and
studies also show though, like that.
Now it makes sense 1,000%. Like,
and like the people that you know, adversely affected by it, like there's some people that are also affected by porn in different ways. Like, for example, they can see sex as just a performance. Yeah. And it's like, especially, you know, kind of being a girl and going through being treated like that by boys.
Yeah,
it's like boys, the effects of porn on boys translate to the effects of porn on girls. Because like boys get kind of callous with the way men are taught to view sex in general. Boys can end up growing callous with women because it's cool or whatever. And you know,
what's that word? Callous.
Like careless. Careless.
It also just like makes it just makes people like create imagination.
Yeah, it creates false realities.
It creates false realities because porn has nothing but false realities.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you fucking your teacher, you fucking a waitress, like it's like.
And then that's probably why I grew up like.
And that's why some guys nowadays, they're fucking horny no matter where the fuck they go.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm saying I can definitely control myself. But the thoughts are there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
I agree, bro. Like it's like
the thoughts are fluid.
Because as a man, you are prone to watching more porn or whatever the case may be. And
we're young.
There's not even and we're young. On top of that, we're young. Like you gotta understand, our dads, our days, like what they had magazines and shit.
Yeah, and that was the shit.
And that was
straight imagination.
And it was just a photo. You still had to create the imagination in your head. You still had to be up there thinking. Now you got porn where it's literally right there.
Yeah.
And see, like.
And not even that it's just right there. It's like it's every Instagram baddie.
Yeah, that's
not every, but
another thing, like that. And that's why some people like, bro, that shit is crazy.
Right.
It's crazy.
Bro, so when I was younger, I would ask my dad like, yo, how do I stop? You know? And he was telling me he actually stopped when he stopped doing it to stuff. Like he started doing it to his imagination.
Yeah.
And I would
and not more so like doing it for like masturbating. Like you can masturbate to your partner. Like you can masturbate thinking like, you know, like, you know, shit like that. Just, but like once you start like broadening your horizon, your imagination, it creates false realities.
Right. Definitely.
So That's one thing I want, like, just because we started talking about the whole porn thing, and I was like, yo, I seen that.
Yeah.
And that's some shit that is like, that's some shit. And that's because it was like, it started off on the whole, like, how today's society and men we're all addicted to porn, and like,
Right. Yeah.
like we're all addicted to porn stuff, like whether it's fucking just the whole theatrics of it, or
Right. So here's a question for you.
but that shit is just, I just found that very interesting, because it definitely, when I stopped watching it, definitely has changed. It's like you're more intimate with that person, in the sense that you are just like, you're only about them. You know what I'm saying? You don't really like, and if you are gonna get attracted or like aroused, it's like because of something that they probably do, or like.
Yeah. I'm sorry if I'm rushing subjects too much, by the way.
Nah.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you, do you feel that there are any significant other toxic traits that you picked up as a boy, growing up as a boy?
Yeah, like
The
something that like,
community.
just like, I mean, this is something that people could speak on. People don't like to speak on their toxic traits.
Nope.
But my toxic trait is I don't like being told like, not no, but like if I have a sense of why something works that way,
Mm-hmm.
or like, I don't really like to do it any other way.
You don't like to change
Okay.
your mind?
I'm like, bro, why? Like, and even if like, and I could get really annoyed at that. And over time I've worked on it, like, but when I was younger, if somebody, like, for example, whether it's, I could give you a million examples. Whether it's somebody doesn't treat me the way I treat them,
Mm-hmm.
I'll be like, why?
Right.
Why are you like this? Why is that person such an asshole? Why is that person so? But I stop cutting the whole why, and I'd be like, all right, that person just like that.
Yeah.
From
I'ma
Y
be
to
how-
I.
Yeah, I'm gonna be how I am. If that's how, and it goes from that. It could
But
go
why?
from.
Is it because it's out of your control?
I don't know, man. I don't know why. I'm gonna be honest. Growing up, I've always suffered like with anger issues and stuff. Like, not anger issues to like an extreme sort.
Yeah.
You just
But
get
like,
fessed up.
I could definitely like in a quick moment get roused up and like get mad, and like, and over time I worked on that, and like, but in high school it was bad.
Yeah.
Y'all know.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
honestly, I wouldn't say that. And like, I've known you since middle
like,
school.
yeah, but that's because I was always cool with y'all, because like, it's like what I said, the people that would treat me cool, treat me like how, like, I always treat people how they treat me. So for the most part, I really like, y'all would never see that side. So
Right.
but
But
you have
Yeah.
seen it from the outside,
yeah.
and it's like, I don't really, and I don't ever like getting like that, of course, but it's like, I definitely have like, I probably get it from like my dad and shit, because my dad definitely like, he definitely has suffered from that, but like, it's not really that, like, it's not extreme. Like, how some people anger issues is like,
Yeah.
they start
Definitely
breaking
terrible.
cars,
Turn
they
into a
start-
whole other person.
Yeah.
I'm not like that, thankfully.
Right.
I'm not like that. I could get like really like mad, and the problem what it is like, I don't shut up, and I'll just keep going, and I'll just like, especially if it's a person that I can't physically fight you,
Yeah.
I'll like keep arguing with you, and that's a toxic trait of mine.
Do you?
And I stopped doing that, and ever since like, mainly so this year, I tried to cut that out, because I was like, yo, this shit is not really like, you really damage relationships with your anger.
Yeah,
Like,
because you
whether-
say some. I used to be gun ho with my mouth.
And it doesn't matter what relationship. It could be your girlfriend, your father, your mother, your sister, your brother, your cousin, your anybody.
you
just-
can't let your feelings.
Yeah,
blind
you gotta watch what you say. You gotta pick your battles wisely. You gotta be wise, man. And it's
Yeah.
like, when you're young, obviously you don't. It
You ever
takes
heard-
time.
that?
You ever
man.
heard of the 72-hour rule? I heard Drake say it one time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've wanted to try that though, but
Me too.
I always forget about that shit.
Right.
But it does like seem like it makes sense though. Like, it's like, okay, of course it's true though. Nothing in like, whether it's 48 hours or even 24 hours is not gonna matter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So like, you really gotta like just let it go. And me, I'm more of the sense that like, one thing about me though that I do like is like, I could be mad, but I'll get over it in like 5 to 10 minutes. But
Yeah.
but in that moment I'm mad as fuck. Like, don't talk
Right.
to me like Like, just give me my space.
Yeah.
And that's a toxic trait of mine too. But thankfully, the reason why I say me and my girl have worked out so well is because, like, you got to be understanding in a relationship.
Yeah.
You can't be like,
It's a two-way street.
And I'm not saying no relationship, if you ever been in a relationship, ain't no relationship easy, but you gotta just be understanding of each other, and you gotta be patient with each other, and you gotta work with each other if you really do love that person.
It's facts.
Right.
So what I'm getting from that is, like, my girl always understands, like, how I get, so she always will give me my space if, like, I'm mad or she sees me, and I'll be like, and I could tell her, yo, give me my space please, because I'm just feeling a little, you know,
Yeah.
Out the loop.
and sometimes when you have anger issues, bro, you'll get angry and you don't know why sometimes.
Right.
You have no explanation as to why. And that's something that people don't talk about that. And, like, people talk about anxiety, depression, and all this stuff, but anger issues is another mental, like
There was this 30-year-old dude, bro, I worked with.
and it's like you could really, like, some people change their persona completely.
Right.
Bro, you
because
ever
of, like,
meditated? Some
Yes,
30-year-old dude,
when-
bro, he's like, bro, I didn't learn all my life until this year. I'm 30 years old. Just take 15 minutes out your day to meditate, and, like, it's helped me with my anger issues. That's why I thought of it. You ever meditate?
I used to meditate when I was younger, because when I was I used to do Taekwondo. Yeah, so
I do Taekwondo.
I used to do Taekwondo. You do it right now?
Yeah.
Really? Where?
Jersey City, Jangstar.
Oh, that's fire. I used to do it right here in Elizabeth. There used to be this Shim's Martial Arts Academy.
Yeah.
Anybody watches that? Anybody know that?
I heard of that.
Yeah, that's where the OGs is at. Bro,
Word.
that's the fire spotty. But point is, only got up to a red belt. I
That
just
high?
lost.
That's
Or
good.
not? I don't know.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That's a lot of time. That's
Yeah.
months in.
Yeah, no, I did like 2-3 years.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice.
bro.
You
That's what
said
I'm
I
saying.
only got up to, yo, you're a crazy
No,
dude.
because
Wait, what do you have?
I have a yellow
You said
belt.
you're
I
a
just
crazy
started
dude.
I just started
Nah.
a few months ago. Almost a year ago.
the only reason why I say that is because I have cousins. My cousin Hazari, shouts out to Hazari.
Yeah.
He is a black belt 3rd degree,
Oh my god.
if I'm not mistaken,
Yeah.
bro. But he's been doing that since we were, like, talking 12 years old, and that guy's 24 years now.
Yeah.
So, you know,
And people yeah.
that shit takes time.
I
But
could go
yo,
on I could go on
but
and on
yo,
about martial arts.
That shit is fire, but I I got bored of it because I wanted to, like, expand my horizon. I wanted to, like, learn more martial arts, and
Okay. It's good that you say that.
yeah,
It's good that you say that, because I was going to say
but
martial arts.
I do wish I would have gotten at least my black belt.
Right.
That shit would have been dope.
But the more
Say I
you
got a
learn,
black belt
That's a
in Taekwondo.
flex. That's a flex.
That's just
The-
like my cousin Alex and Hazari. They have black belts.
Damn.
Like,
right.
like that's fucking dope. Like,
that is.
The more you
and I
learn,
was there with them from the jump. Like, I could have been a black belt too, but I stopped and they kept going. And look at them.
Right.
They still got. And it's also about passion though. Like, they really love that shit. Especially Hazari. He really fucked with that shit.
right. The
That's
more
dope, though.
the
Yeah,
more you
definitely.
learn about martial arts and, like, you know, the diversity in martial arts,
Yeah.
there's a style for everybody. I feel like personally, I have a goal to learn multiple martial arts, but I wanted to start with Taekwondo because, one, I don't feel boxing's for me.
Taekwondo is fire.
I don't feel boxing is for me, bro. Like,
Boxing is very hard, and it's actually like if y'all ever tried real boxing, like
Yeah.
where you go to a gym and that shit is tough.
I feel like,
Boxing is not easy, and it's like
yeah,
I've tried I tried kickboxing. I like that better,
yeah,
but I've only tried those 3, like boxing, kickboxing, and because I'm gonna be honest, in Jersey too, there's not really a lot of martial arts schools.
yeah,
There's like the basic karate, taekwondo,
yeah,
you know, those schools. There's some jiu-jitsu schools,
yeah.
but
I feel
that's really it.
I feel like a lot of martial arts represent their country's, like, style, and I feel like I said I feel like twice in a row. It sounded so ugly, but
It's all good.
boxing is, like, very bulldogish to me, you know.
Yeah.
It has a style that it doesn't work with me. Like, I'm a patient guy, slow, chill.
Mhm.
So, and I don't want to, like, I feel most boxing teachers and whatnot, they want to teach, they look for people with a fire in them, like a fire in their eyes, like, I'm gonna look you down and I'm gonna fuck you up if you touch my cup of tea.
That's
You
why
know
I
what
didn't
I'm
like
saying?
boxing either, because
Yeah.
boxing is very in Taekwondo. You fight regardless. You could be in a tournament if you wanna spar, you could spar.
Yeah.
They don't care. They don't, because anybody could kick, bro.
Yeah.
Bro, in Taekwondo, there used to be this kid named Malik. If Malik ever watches this, shouts out to you. That's my guy. But he
Shout
was
out Malik.
dirty, bro. He was like this, bro, skinny as hell.
Oh.
He's a black kid. He was, bro, cool as hell. It's my guy, but he would kick the air out of me, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and mind you, we're wearing pads. Like,
Right.
we're wearing pads, and he's like, bro, he literally is just bones.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show, like, with Taekwondo, because your
It
kicks
teaches you to use different
your
things.
kicks, bro, are way powerful than your punches. If you learn how to operate, you could give a roundhouse and literally push somebody.
Yeah.
Like, if depending with the power that you have on behind it.
Damn.
Word.
But that's why some people like Taekwondo is like is being brought to light more and more, but it's definitely like slept on.
Yeah,
But
like personally, I have a really
that's why I was like, oh shit, you're
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
Taekwondo,
yeah.
because I said not a lot of people do that shit.
I have
It's
a,
hard,
I
to be
like
honest.
looking into
Yeah,
martial arts.
Bro, you need balance like a motherfucker. I
Yeah.
bet you they be stretching your ass out like crazy. Yeah. Pause.
And yeah, I feel like I had to examine myself because I love martial arts. I know about a bunch of martial arts. I
love watching UFC.
and
I love watching. Sometimes I watch Muay Thai competitions.
yeah, and
I love all that shit, bro. That shit is fire.
like I noticed I have really long limbs, and
Yeah, you're definitely you have
Like the right body frame.
yeah, and I've always been stiff, so I felt like learning to use my legs before anything would teach me how to move, and then I could learn other arts.
definitely, bro. Yo, let me tell you something. I haven't been in Taekwondo since I was like, I'd say 13. I did Taekwondo when we were in middle school. I don't know if you remembered.
Damn, that's a
But,
wow.
Yeah, I did that. I stopped doing that shit in middle school. Like when I was like in 7th grade, I kind of like stopped that shit.
Right.
'Cause I did that shit from like 4th grade to like 7th. So it was like 3 years.
Right.
And I was in from demonstrations to tournaments to I got like, but I never got that far, of course, because I only stopped at the red belt. But red belt was literally like, it's red belt, brown belt, and then black belt.
Right.
Oh, you were right there.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but my brother, believe it or not, was nicer.
Osley?
Yeah, he was nicer because he was more flexible.
Mhm.
So, and in Taekwondo, bro, let me tell you something right now. Flexibility is key,
Yeah.
bro. Like that's something that when I was younger, I'd never like. A lot of young kids like sleep on it because like, oh, this shit hurt. I don't want to do this shit.
Yeah.
But yo, that shit is like, yeah,
So,
like
I don't
I don't want to do this shit. And like, because that shit is a bitch, yo. You come in and it'll be cold outside sometimes, and you come in to stretch and like, oh, but I'm not gonna hold you though. It definitely, stretching is just good, bro. Like in general. So
Mhm.
like that's one thing for that sport that is just key. But besides that, I fuck with MMA and all that.
Yeah.
All that shit.
I definitely want to learn Muay Thai.
Yo, speaking of your brother, what was it like being the oldest brother? Like, what's that like?
What it's like? It's definitely.
You so smooth, yo. You like
White chocolate.
you fucking
My
this
guy.
podcast episode up.
My guy. Yeah.
Even though we missed when you put the knuckle up.
We gon' Nah, I think you tapped it.
All right.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. But yo, what is like with my brother is like with my brothers. Can't forget my younger brother.
Yeah.
I got 2 brothers, guys. Don't forget. It's just it cause you definitely, what I've learned over time is you gotta set an example and you gotta be a role model. Believe it or not, as much as you don't think so, bro, they pay attention to you and they
Right.
watch your every move, and that's what being an older brother is like. You gotta really like, and when you're younger, you're very selfish. You're very like, you don't pay attention to those kind of things, but you gotta like sometimes like I've sometimes been like, my brother has like bad anxiety. Like
yeah.
Slay.
Mm-hmm.
He's actually calling me right now.
Never.
Yeah, Slay. He has like bad anxiety, and so like to the point that like sometimes when I was younger, I wouldn't really comprehend it and understand it. So I'd give him like that tough love, And with those, you know, like with
Push him down the stairs like.
no, 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 like, nah. I'd be like more like I'd be like with people that suffer from anxiety. They're very shy a lot, and
Yeah.
I'd push my brother to be more open and to be more like I'd be like, no, bro, you go ask, but like I should have like, cause like my brother, like people with anxiety, that shit is rough. Like, you know,
Yeah.
you can't just turn it off.
Word.
And that's what I didn't really understand when I was younger. But, you know, as I'm older, I, you know, try to, you know, be more,
Work with it.
try to be, I am more understanding of it.
Yeah.
And
Try
you
to be the
know,
best you could be.
And I try to be like, yeah, the best person I could be too. Cause, you know, they, like I said, bro, he looks at you and shit. So
You
they
can pick
both
up. You might as well pick up. You feel me? Tell him, yo, you on the podcast. Say what's up.
Yeah, it was good. What happened? Yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Yeah, because I don't know. I wasn't seeing your message right now. You're on a podcast, by the way, all right? Say hi.
Yeah.
It's that tough love.
Yeah, but
Word,
yeah,
that's that
sometimes
tough
he could be a
love.
little annoying. He's spamming my phone right now because little bro hungry.
Yeah.
Relax.
Word.
But
He
nah.
said, relax. I'ma handle that.
Hand. But yeah, he's, you know, like I said, they definitely pay attention to your every move as much as you don't think. So yeah, to all the older brothers, older siblings out there, please be more considerate of your younger siblings.
Yeah.
And don't be so
Like push them
mean
away or
and
mean.
tough love, and so
Yeah.
like, you know, be a friend, be a best friend to them, be a, you know, that's where a lot of people get it mixed up.
Treat them how you would treat you.
Yeah, how you want your older sibling to treat you. That's the best way to put it. 'Cause,
Yeah.
you know, you being the oldest, you don't know how that feel like.
Right.
You don't know how that feel like. So that's just my best advice. And, you know, not that I'm perfect, but, you know, over time I've learned that.
What Uncle Ben say? First comes power, then responsibility.
No, yeah.
Some shit
No,
like that.
Uncle Ben?
No,
Yeah.
I think with responsibility comes great power or something like that. With great power comes great responsibility.
Yeah.
Yeah, shouts out to all the Spider-Man fans. Darian's not a Spider-Man fan.
How?
You didn't say it right.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely not. Yeah.
Nah, I'm definitely not.
I was about to. Nah, but I should be. Miles Park. Damn, I'm forgetting the name.
I mean, that's a good resemblance.
Yo,
sound
from-
like a fake ass fan.
From
right
1
now.
to 10, how much did I blow your shit when I posted
Oh,
that?
yeah, I had to block my man Thomas for that day.
Yo, you know I lost like 3 friends that day.
He was like,
I blocked
like,
Thomas for that day.
man,
Nah, you ain't lose me as a friend, but I had to block you for that day.
You know that was the first Marvel movie I ever saw.
Bro,
that's crazy.
Yeah, I didn't
Bro.
like. I was with Fernando and Kevin, and like they like we were kind of talking about it as we went, and they were like they had to tell me like,
Yeah.
bro, like why did you do? I'm like, what do you mean it's so McGuire? Like, what's he doing here?
Yeah.
They're like, bro, you gotta watch. Like we were supposed to watch it, but we never watched it.
Bro, but that movie was OD. This man's over here spoiled. Bro,
I didn't know the culture.
this dude posted the clip where Toby and Andrew come out the portal together, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like all 3 of them are together.
That's like,
Literally.
the craziest part of the whole movie.
like people already knew it was out, and I already speculated it was gonna be there, but like I kind of also wanted like to like see it for myself.
Yeah.
But I also like, it's also my fault too.
We all knew.
You
it was
also
gonna
gotta
happen.
take it into, like, you know, I have some fault at that because I should have took them tickets out the day of if I'm
Yeah.
really that much of a fan, and you know I was beasting, but I
Facts.
was sleeping. So
Word.
next time I'll get the tickets on time, and Thomas won't spoil it for me.
Can't.
Nah, I
spoil
learned
it.
my lesson, bro.
Yo, it's your fault. You slept
That's what
on
I'm
it.
saying, bro. At the
Nah, I
end of the
definitely
day,
did the bullshit.
at the end of the day, though, but if you're, bro, I should have known better. Spider-Man. If it wasn't Thomas, it was gonna be somebody else. But
That's
I just had
true.
to block Thomas though. Because
Yeah.
Thomas did some bullshit. I was blocking everybody.
Yo.
I there's some dude that I know that I blocked him, and we was actually pretty cool, but he was on some hoe shit, and I was like, yo,
He was on some hoe shit.
he was like, bro, he was like, and y'all might be like, damn, over a Spider-Man movie, but hear me out. It's the principle.
Yeah.
He was like,
It is the principle.
Some people do
yeah.
it out of bad malice.
Right.
Like Thomas didn't do it out of bad malice.
Yeah.
Thomas didn't know no better.
Yeah.
That dude was like, yo, I'm gonna go
He's like, I don't
there
give a fuck.
and
I
I'm
watched
gonna
it.
record this shit and I'm
Yeah.
gonna let everybody know. Like, I don't care what any of y'all say.
That's
And
terrible.
That's like some menace shit. Like,
Yeah.
I blocked him. I was like, nah, you're an asshole.
Bro, I went to work
And
the next
plus,
day.
I wasn't like that cool with him. Like, I was cool with him, but I wasn't like, so, you know.
Fuck him. Bro, I went to work the next day. I heard it from the old heads, bro. The ones who seen like every movie, like, yo, you can't be doing that shit.
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa. I was like, yo.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you. And then I'm like, I haven't seen like one. Like, I don't know. Like,
Bro, if you ever free, watch the MCU from start to finish. That shit is OD. Have you done that?
Facts. That's a good. I'm caught up.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, fire, right?
Yeah, yeah,
oh
yeah.
My, from start to finish, everything, like the whole sequence, Marvel really did their thing with that.
Yeah, I still
They're
remember watching Iron Man like in the
crazy,
theaters.
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Crazy.
That was a good time. That was a good time.
So, and they have it on Disney Plus, all that shit. So, oh yeah, I should do that shit. That shit is
No excuses.
no excuses. Shows. What y'all be watching on shows wise? Like, I
Keep it a
just,
buck. I watch
that's
more.
all
I just
that's-
watch YouTube videos.
that's
Yeah.
all I've done really recently. That's all I really do whenever I'm at home. I don't play video games no more.
Yeah, I don't even play video.
Yeah, I never
Yeah.
even played that shit, to be
I
honest.
don't play video games no more. I'm not really on that. I just watch a lot of shows because that shows teach you shit, bro.
Yeah,
Shows is like a visual
it's a
book.
form of art. Yeah, word.
I just watch narco shit.
Narcos is fire. I watched all the Narcos. Fire.
Seen all that shit.
Sopranos, OD.
Oh yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen The Sopranos, the movie.
All the classic
Sopranos,
shit.
OD. I had to watch it again, like now that I'm older, because I used to watch it when I was young. But you know, when you're young, like you don't know what the fuck going on.
You don't know what
I
they're
used-
saying.
I used to watch it on the sideline with my dad, and my dad low key told me like, "Yo, why you even watching this? Get out of here."
Right.
And then I watch only like 15 minutes, and then I'll leave.
Yeah.
But point is, yeah, I started watching it again now that I had this HBO Max subscription. I was like, yo,
HBO Max crazy.
It is.
the
It's
best.
the most reliable. Actually,
The best.
I have everything. I have Hulu. Thanks to my sister, Hulu,
Yeah.
HBO, Netflix, everything.
I have everything but
Disney
the
Plus.
that new shit, that Peacock shit. What is it?
Oh, I never
Oh,
heard of
Peacock
that.
TV.
yeah, that's where
But what do they even have?
I think they're showing that new Will Smith show, that the new Fresh Prince show.
Okay.
But I'm not really interested in
it's
that.
not worth it that much.
Yeah,
But
I
yo,
don't really care.
Not to deviate too far. I actually
Yeah.
told you about this before we started recording today. Do you remember the last time I saw you before today?
No.
Oh shit, I got.
I
like,
remember
that's
it a
like-
little bit. Like I think we were in my car, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had saw you in school. I was just walking around.
That's really what I remember. I don't remember. Like I remember you were in my car and like
Yeah.
I was like I don't know if I scooped you up from class, gave you a ride real quick to class. I don't know what it was.
I was walking. I was outside of my class, like walking around, strolling school. It was the first semester we were there, so I was 17 at that time. And
Damn.
yeah, and
Young.
I was
Damn,
just,
what the fuck am I?
you know, I was doing 17-year-old shit in a college. You know what I'm saying? Like just walking around,
Yeah.
not doing as good as I was supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
But that's
I
the
agree with you. That was what I was doing too. I wasn't really
yeah. But that's not too much of the focus as much as it is. Well, I was walking. I saw you. You're like, yo. You're like, follow me. We did what we did, and then I was actually walking with you to where you were parked.
Yeah.
And we spoke in the car. It was like the end of the semester, maybe, or like
Yeah, it was
mid.
about to be like the end of the semester.
And you were like, yo, I'm not gonna do this school shit no more, bro. I'm gonna really work on taking over my dad's business.
What'd your parents say?
I remember that shit, yeah.
Well, before that, you said I'm really gonna work on taking care of my dad's business. And you know, how do you think everything as a whole for you as a person and, you know, just everything, how has everything been since then?
Has worked out since then. Bro, honestly, great. I'm happier. I don't feel so much I say like stress in the sense that I was doing something that I wasn't really happy doing. Like, and that brings stress because you're not really like content in a way, and you're like, oh, what am I like? I feel like I'm just wasting time.
Right.
And a lot of time, that was probably one of my biggest fears. Like, I didn't want to go to college and just waste my time.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing. I didn't want to just, like, 'cause I was honestly going to college for criminal justice. Like,
You wanted to run your dad's business, like
yeah, like, it didn't make sense. It's like
you wouldn't have took like a business course.
yeah, and I wanted to, but in business course, there's only so much you can learn.
Right.
And there's nothing better than
like,
hands-on.
Because like you can learn like that's the thing in a business, especially you got to learn that shit hands-on firsthand, how that business operates. Now, all that other stuff, the numbers and stuff, like, of course, that stuff, like, that's very important as well. But thankfully, I also have my mother that went to school for accounting, and she got a degree and came for that and all that.
Right.
And that ended up working out in the end. Yeah, so, like, that's honestly, I just kind of was like, I feel like I have the tools that I need, that I don't really need to be going here. That's the only reason why I felt like it just wasn't for me.
What did your parents say though? When
my mom was upset. I think my mom cried.
Damn.
Yeah. I think my mom cried.
Oh, that's exactly what you said they do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see.
I think my mom cried. My dad was like, well, I mean, if you don't want to do it, I don't blame you, because, like,
They did set something up for you guys.
I did, like, I wish you could go to school, but I also want you to be happy and do what you want. My dad's always been like that kind of dad, like, do whatever makes you happy and whatever, like, just as long as you're working, as long as you're not a bum, as long as you're not just, like, bottom feeding, my dad don't care. And so he was like, you know what? But my mom was upset because, I was the first one. I was the first going to college. She was like, damn.
What about Osley?
And no, he didn't go to college either.
But the youngest one.
The youngest one, I think he's going to go to college. But
Why do you think that?
he's very...
he's smart.
He's definitely into... He like... Not that I wouldn't say he likes school, but he can definitely, like, deal with it. And I think he finds it a little bit easy. He's already in 8th grade.
Wow.
Damn.
So, like, he's about to be... Of course, when you get to high school, things getting a little bit harder and harder, but...
Shit changed once high school happened.
Shit changed once high school happened. But, he's very smart, man. And I just don't see... I feel like he's going to do something. Like, he's going to have a real profession career.
Definitely.
Like, if you were to take a guess, what do you think he would do?
I don't know. Something that has to do with technology in a way, like whether it's computer designing, whether it's, I don't know, because he's just always, whether if he's not on his tablet, he's on the game, but he's never doing nothing. Like, he'll play games, bro, of, like, creating a city, or, like, a game of, like, where it's like a dinosaur world and you're, like, it's like games that your average 8th grader isn't really playing. Your average 8th grader is playing what? GTA?
Yeah.
Call of Duty?
He's playing, like, creative games.
He's playing creative games that really, like,
Think bigger.
Like, think bigger. And I wasn't doing that shit. And he's still doing that stuff. And, my brother is definitely
Different.
My guy. But yeah, he's not like me and Oslai, in the sense that me and Oslai are very alike, and, like, we have a lot of similar interests, similar tastes.
Yo, what do you think about the Will and Jada shit that happened?
Oh my
the Oscars.
God, bro, that shit was just a mess all around.
Right.
A mess all around. Will didn't handle that correctly.
You think?
You don't go up to somebody and smack them no matter what.
At the Oscars.
At the Oscars, while he's doing his own thing too, like, you degraded him way more than he ever degraded your wife in that moment.
Yeah, that's true. That's
Hands down, bro. The most disrespectful thing you could ever do to a man is walk up to him, slap him, and turn your back and walk away from him.
And in front of hundreds of people and millions watching.
That is the most disrespectful thing you could probably do to a guy. And on top of that, like Thomas said, with millions of people. And that's why, like,
I was really impressed by how Chris Rock handled it.
I'm really impressed also by Chris Rock, because
his chin?
He ate that shit, and on top of that,
He made
he
jokes.
kept the show going.
Yeah, he did it really
he didn't
well.
press charges. he's a real one. Like, he a G. Like,
Yeah.
he ain't.
Yeah,
like,
they asked him. He was like, nah.
yeah, like, he a G, bruh. So, like, at the end of the day, people ain't really talking about that in a sense. Like, you know, but Chris Rock also, jokes per se, I feel like today's day and age, we got to cut the whole, like, dark humor, because not a lot of people understand it.
Yeah.
And it's like, it just never ever goes right. Even if you'll see like these comedians, they'll be like in these shows in New York or whatever, and they'll just be like doing dark humor, and then there'll be somebody in the crowd that's like, hey, that's not funny.
That was a good voice. Yo, you killed that voice.
And I'm like, bruh, like,
shut the fuck.
why are you here?
Yo, facts.
Why are you here watching a comedian? You know what these people do. Like, it's always like there's always that one guy now, and it's just comedy's not the same. So it's like you could make jokes, man, but you can't, especially in a platform like that. It wasn't a right joke,
Right.
For all the sensitivity we got going on nowadays.
Right.
But
That's another.
yeah, it's just
another
it's
thing.
very, and people are like, oh, it's not sensitive. It's just people have feelings, and
Hey, yo, you sound like a whole different person.
yeah, I could really.
That's crazy.
I can.
Yo, that's.
I could do that, bro. It's
Can you
just.
do any other voices?
Can you do like Family Guy?
No,
I remember. I feel like no, it was Kevin. Kevin used to do Family Guy.
I can't. I'm not good at voices. Like I can't give you like a Peter Griffin voice. I can't. Like I'm good at like
Mocking.
mocking in a way.
You know whose voice I'm good
I'm
at?
good at mocking, but I'm not really good at.
Who?
Sean Carter. Jay-Z. It's in the building.
You know, if I don't look at him, that actually sounds like him.
What you mean it sound like me? It's me, nigga.
Do it again.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. My name is Ho.
That's what I'm saying.
Yo, I didn't look. I'm like, yo.
The more you know. The more.
Yo, the more you know.
You been practicing? That was really good.
Nah, I just have that deep voice.
Yeah.
So like I really can sound like him if I want to, because we have that same bass, you know.
Nah, that's just that voice right there is my sensitive liberal
Yeah.
Gen Z
Word.
voice.
Yo.
And I'm a Gen Z, but that whole sense, that the sensitive community, man, shouts out to y'all, because you know y'all making the world a softer place.
Word.
But,
nice.
Yeah.
That was
Y'all
good.
making the world a softer place. But it's getting rough. It's getting rough out here for the real ones
Word.
that really don't, you know, get affected and have tough skin, and we don't really. But anyways,
Word. Nah. Oh no.
that's the problem with that whole Will and, you know, Chris Rock situation. He just, you know, we're in a time right now where you can't be making jokes about sensitive topics, whether it could be
You gotta watch what you say and how
illness,
you
whether
say it.
it's somebody you gotta watch how you say it. You gotta watch what you say, and you gotta watch how you say it. Bro, you can't even walk to somebody nowadays and be like, oh, thank you, sir, subconsciously. And we could talk about that, but it's just like, you gotta, like, people also like I can't stand the people that get offended at the people that do that shit subconsciously. Like,
Right.
for example, I'm gonna give you a topic. My dad is an old school guy. He's 50 years old. So my dad has, you know, common, and I've told him, like, you know, times are changing, so you kind of gotta, your pronouns aren't really used as much today.
Yeah.
And my dad comes from a time where a sir, ma'am, time, like, thank you, sir, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
And it's just out of respect, out of just, you know, that's just
How they grew up.
how he grew up, how he was taught.
Like, you can't get mad at that.
And there's people that have been like giving my dad an attitude before. Like, there's been truck drivers that come in, and my dad will be like, thank you, ma'am. And it's a, you know,
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
the person is a
Transgender.
They don't want to
transgender.
be looked at as a man.
They're a man.
As a,
they're a
sorry,
woman.
as a
They're a woman,
female.
but they want to be. They want, you know. They identify themselves as a
Male?
man,
As a
as
man.
a he. So my
Yeah.
dad just does it subconsciously because he sees the long hair, and then he's just working on the papers. And that person gets mad, like, it's sir. Don't call
Yeah.
me ma'am.
Yeah, I was gonna correct myself. Like, I said you can't get mad at that. You definitely can. You know what I'm saying? We're entitled to get mad at what we
Yeah,
want to.
you can
but
get mad at whatever.
it's like it's a
but-
losing battle.
But it's
because
like, yeah, but
people
like,
are definitely gonna You know what I'm saying?
It's just
People are
like
definitely going to see
there's-
different
There's
things.
gonna be both sides, bro. You got people that just aren't understanding, and like that
Right.
person could have been like, that guy's a little bit older. I could understand, maybe.
Yeah.
Now, if my dad's like if that person's like, hey, look, I don't really like it's sir,
It's all about the approach.
Right.
and maybe my dad, and now if my dad's an ignorant person and is like, no, ma'am,
Right.
that's different. That's a
Yeah.
different topic. Like that's okay. Now my dad's just being an ignorant person.
Yeah.
But because you should be respectful of everybody and their identity, and no matter what.
Yeah,
you know?
definitely. There's like things to learn for even
Yeah.
people our age, like
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. I feel like we're, especially our age group,
it's easier for
we're
us.
the ones that really saw that transition of like
Yeah.
our culture being so heavily influenced by the
Yeah.
LGBTQ community,
Like
and and everything we're saying is like complete facts. Like
Yeah.
over time, and I'd say in this past 2016, especially when we started getting to high school,
yeah.
integrated
Right.
really and very fast and it's like we really got to see that, and it's like firsthand we're people also that also have to adjust and also have to be like, okay, understanding of a different society now,
Yeah.
because
Like there's things I learn every day. It's like you said about the sensitivity, it's really a good thing because we're all learning how to give each other that
Yeah,
space
right.
and like respect each other's stuff.
I know. We used to say some wild shit in school 26.
yeah,
Yeah.
what
Like, looking back, I'm like, yo.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
I didn't even say, but just like we would write that shit on walls everywhere, and it's just
Right.
like,
yeah,
And it's like,
yeah.
right now, today, it's at the point where if you don't like something, just stay away from it. You know what I'm saying? Don't be around it if you don't like it. You don't got to be around it and then curse it all the
Yeah.
time when you're around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%.
Like
There's
I
people
learned
that just can't there's always gonna be people that just can't mind their business. And
Yeah.
just-
yeah. Like
they see something they don't like and they have to speak on it and they have to like say something about it, and it's like,
yeah. Like I've definitely actually misgendered somebody before on mistake, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Or not on mistake, but I didn't know that they wanted to be seen this way, so I said what I said. Like I like to say sir and man myself.
yeah. I feel
And,
like you just taught that because that's just a respectful way to.
Yeah.
Colombians are taught that, I know, right?
Si senora.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
And
that's just something that you're taught, like when at a young age, and so
it's all
No.
about being you, bro. Like if you know who you are, you don't need anybody to, you know what I'm saying? You don't need anybody to say anybody could say shit. Like I'm still trying to be the best me, so I could get bothered sometimes, but
of course
the idea I have in my head is that I don't want to be bothered by what nobody says about me, because anybody is going to see me how they're going to see me, and that's it at the end. That's the reality. Like people are going to see you how they want to see you.
Yeah. And
So you can't really be bothered by that.
people gonna say what they want to say. That's bottom line. That's one thing I do like about our generation coming up. We got a lot of people that don't really give two fucks about what people say about. But it's also a double-edged sword because
Right.
everything comes with pros and cons. Everything. With today's society, I'm noticing more people aren't really like. There are gonna be those people that are like, but people aren't as like focused on their appearances anymore.
Right.
Like, yeah, people might be like, oh yes, because of social media, but if you look around, like, especially the younger crowd, like, not our crowd,
Right.
but I'm talking about high school. I was driving through, and bro, these high schoolers go to high school like
But baggy shit, right?
looking like they just like rolled up out of bed, and I'm talking
Yeah.
even the girls.
Yeah.
Right.
Not like, I know what you mean. Like my little sister, she's like a freshman, and I seen you know what I mean? I seen a lot of the kids like when I go pick her up.
Yeah,
I'm like, it's like they
it
don't really,
wasn't like that in our time. On our time,
like
and
we used
I'm-
to want. I didn't see a lot of kids with
and I-
Jordans and like that.
And I'm saying, and not at the end of the day, all that shit doesn't matter. But it comes to a point too that it's like hygiene also is like getting like not even being talked about anymore.
You
It's
think
Like
so?
forgotten.
I'm talking even more with the younger crowd, like
Yeah.
like because I was driving through, bro, and it's like these kids is looking like they They don't even
Dirty.
brush their teeth.
Like, they don't
Like
even
you, like
care.
you talk to them and they breath is gonna be hot. Like
Yeah.
I wouldn't even like. And that's what I'm starting to notice. But it all stems from the parents. But that's
and
what
the pandemic.
But that's why I talk about the whole. A lot of these kids aren't like caring. Like they don't care about their image.
Yeah.
And that shit, like, I'm noticing that, bro. Like, people are starting, like, man, so what? If you don't like how my breath smell, don't talk to me.
Oh,
Right.
shit, that's crazy.
Like, shit like that. Like, and it's starting to, like, it used
Hey,
to,
yeah, that's wild.
it used to, yeah, bro. It used to be like, oh, people don't like like, oh, how you're dressing
Or like, I don't look good enough.
But now it's just
Right.
people aren't caring, like, oh, if you don't like how I look, then don't look at me.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's true, but at the end of the day, man,
It's kind of true to an extreme.
it's true, but at the same
Yeah, to an extreme.
time,
You gotta have a balance.
you gotta have a balance, y'all. Don't be stinky out here.
Yeah.
And that's why I made a tweet the other day. I was like, I don't understand how people walk around just like stinky. like I'm talking about really like
Stinky.
you know, like I don't get it.
Like a must.
I just don't get it. I don't get it. Like,
Yeah.
but you know, it's because some people just don't care.
Facts.
They be walking around with a strong musk. to them.
Just a.
Word,
a
you lost.
very-
I had to say
You
that
lost
clear
me
for the
with that.
mic. Strong musk.
a potent
Very potent.
toxic smell.
A very potent, abhorrent stink.
Yeah, it's not. I don't know. I don't get why people are just like, go take a shower. I don't get it. But even if they do take a shower, it's not just taking a shower. You got to put on deodorant. You got to put on lotion. You got to put all that shit that
Yeah.
people don't talk about. Like,
And yo,
Facts. I don't see people talk about that like a lot no more.
and I don't, I don't think
Like on TikTok too. Like I would think on TikTok it'd be like way bigger.
You know, this might be a little sudden, a little whatever, but I really don't think we could have closed it on a better message.
yeah,
Stay fucking clean, folks.
no cap, yo. Stay clean. Clean the dirt under your fingernails. All that.
Yeah.
Cut them.
Cut them every week. You see my shits. I'm actually about to go get them done this Friday because they already done. But every weekly, y'all gotta have these resumes because it's like health, bro.
Keep up with yourself, because
Keep
then
up
you'll
with
keep up with
yourself.
everything else.
Bro, there was this thing I saw. It was like if you focus on your image, and people are like, oh, why do you care about your image? But if you just focus on your image and all around just work on yourself to be a better person as a whole, everything in life just falls in line.
It's like people can ask you why you don't
Everything.
care about your image, but it's like, bro, why don't you? Like, you know what I'm saying? Why wouldn't you care about your own image?
Health is wealth, and health doesn't necessarily mean you go on a treadmill and you run. Health is also taking care of yourself, cleaning yourself properly, all that. And a lot of men don't know about that. But I'm gonna be honest, being with my girl and being with a girl has made me like
Clean up.
like more like
So conscious of it.
conscious of it. Yes, that's the better way to put it. Because when you're not living, but like more with a girl every day, like they be like they notice things way differently. Because girls be hygienic way more than a guy. Because
Yeah.
they need to be.
Yeah.
Because
That's woman culture.
yeah. So and that's just like and it just goes to show like men need to be. That's why men get a lot of infections and all that shit because they don't. And this I'm talking about infections all throughout. You can get fingernail infections. You can get all that shit. Teeth, gum, all that.
Right. And yo,
Health is wealth, bro.
I
Health
gotta-
is
I be
wealth.
saying that.
Health is wealth.
I got
bro.
one last question, right?
yeah.
Before we close it off. What do you like? What are some goals for yourself, or like something you aim to achieve within like the coming years or a couple months? Like personal goal for yourself.
Patience. I want to gain more patience. I would like to travel more, even more than I am doing, if possible. But
You can't travel enough.
Yes, you can't ever travel enough, man. That's a fact. And I'd probably just say like just focus on my health more. I'm starting to get back in the gym again. I stopped that shit for a while because I went on vacations for a couple weeks and I just stopped going. And it's just easily for you to get out of it. As soon as you see yourself getting out of that shit, get back in it. And that's what I'm doing right now. So yeah, that's just what I'm focusing on this year. Just myself and my health. And hopefully everything else falls in line.
Right.
And
It definitely would.
Yeah.
It definitely would. We're very thankful you came on with us today, man.
no cap,
Word.
man. I'm thankful that you guys have invited me. This has been an epic episode. I feel like.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah. So like, honestly, I thank you guys for inviting me. I hope this thing blows up tremendously.
You know, we're always trying to grow. So
Yeah, man.
every
And,
episode we get better. It's a
everybody tap in. Yeah, but I appreciate y'all for being here. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you for being at the break room.
Yes.
Thank
you for stepping in the break room.
Yeah, stepping in the dough.